What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Whinning. I am back with Never Ever Met Season 2, Episode 3, Whining and Dining, where these niggas' mama should have swallowed. Because y'all ain't shit. And I'm here to tell y'all, I was going to be nice. But I'm not. I refuse. So, this may be a little colorful, okay? This review is probably going to be colorful. Especially you, Jared. You knew, and I said this, you knew your ex didn't want to be with Charlie. You knew it. Upon her saying she had 4 kids. Just keep it a buck. But, sorry. I'm not sorry. But, I'm going to say what I need to say. You know, most of the time, I be trying to be polite. Because everybody says I'm too hard on the male species. Okay? And I am. But I try to give grace. I really do. I really do. But you ain't. And instead of telling these women how y'all really feel, y'all got these women coming up here saying this, y'all smiling in their face or just going along to get along just to get some damn TV time. Because that's really what it's about. I don't even want to review this. This shit pissed me off. And then you hoes sitting there just gossiping. Like y'all men always do. Gossiping. And y'all talk about us? At least we willing to keep it a buck with y'all more than y'all are willing to keep it a buck with us. That pissed me off, okay? Sorry. Alright. I think my dog not alright. She's sitting right there behind me. Y'all can kind of see her a little bit. Hold on. Alright, what's up? This is your girl, Whinning. I am back with Never Ever Mets, where they just absolutely get on my nerves every episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button, and so you can be updated on every video that I drop. And make sure you guys are clicking the like button so I can be in the algorithm of everything. And if you are a male species, or if you would like to be a part of a male species in your life, or you're part male and you're a woman and you may feel like I don't want to be a woman, I want to be a male, this review may not be for you. But I'm gonna say this: if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay? Watch the episode, cause they ain't. Okay, I'm just this is aggravating. I mean, but at least they was being honest. But y'all needed to be honest with these ladies. But anyway, the episode picks up with Alicia and Irving, because y'all know they got into it last week. She said there's too much volatility. Ma'am, these words that you are using are definitely dangerous. And if you're feeling volatile, if you're feeling this man is being volatile, if you feel like he's violating you in a way, or all of these colorful words that you are using, man, why are you on here? This is what pisses me off about her. And then she comes off like, oh, I'm just trying to be the nice girl. Girl, that's bullshit. If you ask me, this review was supposed to go another way, but it's going to go a totally different way, because you pissed me off too. Okay? If you don't want to be here, don't be here. But I feel like you're here to prove a point because of what you have going on due to your illness. Now, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But you just, I don't know. And then you said his energy felt aggressive. Now, it is something that production don't show us that y'all get. So that's why I say there is a possibility that I really could be wrong. If you are feeling these things, that there's volatility, if there's some volatile stuff, some aggressive stuff off of his energy alone, you shouldn't be there. This is where you should go. Just go. Because obviously this is not the person for you. This is not the show for you. Y'all, all this hurt right here because I'm straining my voice yelling. Anyway, then she says that there could be a future with them, and he's saying she's different in person. Obviously, y'all two are not on the same page, and that's what it sounded like. Okay. So Kiki drinking. She getting lit. She having the time of her life. Okay. Jared and Charlie both out talking. They feel like they both have a lot of weight lifted off their shoulders by confessing. But I don't know. He said they need to figure out the logistics. He said he would need to find a place. Sir, you are visibly, actively, whatever adjective y'all want to use in the moment, can lie to this lady. Talking about you're trying to find a place out there. That's bullshit. You don't even want to be with this lady. Anyway, Brandon and Kiki, because Brandon was pissing me off too. Him and Kiki. Okay, and y'all know I love Kiki. But Kiki pissed me off. Everybody aggravated me. Okay, not everybody, but a lot of people. So Brandon said Kiki drinking is out of control. He said she sees signs of alcoholism. Sir, nobody actually said how much she's been drinking. I seen her with a wine here, wine there, just like everybody else. How much is the drinking too much? How many drinks did she consume while in these 3 weeks? I need to know. That'll tell me everything. So Kiki sleeps sucking her thumb. Girl, Kiki, okay. Brandon tells her he's uncomfortable with her drinking. Kiki said, I'm not harming nobody. He said it's harming him and his emotions. At this point, boy, you and your emotions. Kiki said it was a time where her and her friend would get a bottle and they would finish it. And I'm like, girl, do you act like that now? What are you and your friend finishing the bottle of? Because I'm gonna tell y'all this. I can finish off a bottle. I can do one bottle of wine by myself. And I don't drink often. But when I do get a bottle of wine, and especially if it's really good, I had a large wine glass that once I fill it, it's halfway gone because you get little to nothing in a freaking bottle of wine. It is what it is. So he asked if she had an issue, and she said no. He said he just had to ask if she had an issue with the drinking, why she wasn't feeling good or whatever. No, this was after. So we see Chris and Alexis. Chris apologized to Alexis. She apologized to him for triggering him. And I'm just like, I roll, because this is some bullshit anyway. So we get another activity. Another intimate activity that's way too soon, if you ask me. These activities to compete, they're competing for a couples massage. Okay? Baby, when I tell you this show so ghetto, okay? This just, I don't know. So first, Alicia and Irvin get picked. That was awkward. She's not ready for those type of positions, for those type of activities. Ma'am, go home. Go home. Why are you yelling? I don't know. I'm triggered. Why are you triggered? Because these people working on my nerves. Now, this has been the best season. This has been thus far. These episodes been pretty good. So they lose between Clavassier and Tatiana. Tatiana win. They go against Brandon and Kiki. Brandon and Kiki lost. Then they go against Clay and what's her name? Clay and whatever. Clay and whatever that girl name is. Jay. Or is it? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Clavassier and Tatiana go against Jared and Charlie. They doing the London Bridge. Girl, what? They lost. So Clavassier and Tatiana go against Cinco and Jay. Clavassier, get your hands off that girl booty because she is uncomfortable. And y'all doing the position wrong anyway. Okay? So then Cinco and Jay, they actually won, and they go against Ty and Brittany. And Ty and Brittany win. So they're the last one standing. They're the ones who win the couples massage. So then Taraji, or whatever her name is, she said it was more than just this exercise was just more than just sex, but it was about boundaries. How is this about boundaries and you got people in all these sexual positions? Please, somebody comment down below and tell me where and how did I miss the boundary conversation? Okay? Because, child, listen, I have not gotten this frustrated since that Married to Medicine episode when they went on the sandbar. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, because it was no talks about healthy boundaries. It was just do the sex position, do it for 10 minutes, and that's it. If y'all don't please get out of my face with this. So Kiki is exhausted because all Kiki did was laid in a stand and had her legs cocked open. So now you exhausted. Why are you exhausted, ma'am? I don't know. She don't want to cook. Like, I just feel like Kiki just one of them people that I'm not doing nothing strenuous. I'm not cooking. I'm not going in again. I just felt like she faked her way out of that, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and Miss Kiki could have been tired. But the rate this show is going, it is all BS to me. Okay? Not to nobody else, but to me. Anyway. So Tatiana walks out to see Clavassier talking to Jared. He's telling Jared about the child that he had because he's comfortable with telling him, but you're not comfortable with telling the lady that you like. Another bullshit. Okay? You too, Clavassier. You just string this lady along for 3 free weeks. Okay? So you can get what you can get and probably go to that nasty ass boom boom room and get what you need to get, and then just discard this lady. Okay? You're lying. You are a liar. I hope none of yous get selected. Because y'all ain't never ever, and don't never ever ever come on this show. Because y'all ain't never ever nothing. Okay, So she goes over there. She asks, what are y'all talking about? He said we was talking about the games and stuff. The men don't know how to just be honest. Just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You had an opportunity to tell this lady about this newborn kid that you have, but you refused to tell her. You could have been told her because you knew the girl was pregnant. Now, I ain't hear that part. Anyway, he was talking about it, but I just, at this point, I checked out. So, she said, you didn't say anything about no games. You said you didn't know how to tell me. And Clay said, it's crazy. That's crazy. No, it ain't crazy. It ain't crazy. You're lying. So at this point, you're not making sense because you're going around in circles. She's asking you a question. You're answering questions in circles rather than telling this lady the truth. Tell her that you have a newborn child. She's gonna find out. So, she's like, he tells her, I think this was the part where he told her, I think I love you. Clavassier, sir, please, go ahead. No. Please get out of my face with this. She says that she thinks Clay is lying, and he absolutely is lying to you, Tatiana. So, Kiki said, I need to cool down. She's having heat exhaustion. So, Brandon goes, what's her name? Brittany. Brittany goes down to tell Brandon that Kiki is not feeling good. So, Brandon asks, is she feeling like, are you feeling like this from the drinking last night? Kiki said, no, everything ain't about a damn drink. And if this grown woman wants to have a drink, who are you to tell her she cannot have a drink? However, I need to know how much drink she's actually consuming before we decide we want to call her alcoholic, because again, production only shows this little. Okay? And I told y'all Brandon is one of those guys that want a nice woman. And I left it at that, and I'm gonna continue to leave it like that. So she felt like this. She said she felt like her drink. No, I'm sorry. I didn't say that. Kiki said no, not everything is about the drinking. He said her having what? I don't know. She said she would have benefited from a drink today. I was like, girl, are you an alcoholic? Most people say no. Most people with addictions deny their addictions. I'm not calling you an alcoholic. I'm just saying you may have a strong addiction. Most people deny it. I don't know. I don't know. So she thinks Brandon is trying to take the fun away. Brandon is trying to be the fun police. And it may look like that, but ma'am, if you have someone, and Brandon could be really, really wanting to help you, and if you have somebody that's in your corner and wanting to help you, and it's not in a controlling way, but it's like, hey, I really care about you. It's not taking the fun from you. It's understanding that this, this is an issue that she clearly has. He can't make you stop. Like, you have to want to stop. But I just want to know, how much are you consuming? Anyway, Alicia and Irvin see a trauma and relationship therapist, and apparently she wants them to have more empathy. He feels like she should be more empathetic. And the trauma lady basically tells Alicia that her trauma is telling him to be a different person. And I think we do that from time to time. And I tell you, that clicked in me. That resonated in me to the point where now I need to learn how to maneuver in a different way in relationship spaces. So that I was okay with that. So she said they both have to work on their body language so they won't be in conflict. And even though Irving went to see the relationship expert, you can tell that he has checked out at this point. Ever since they got into it, he has checked out. He has not checked back in. So Brandon gets down in the kitchen, calls Kiki, asks her if she's dependable because he didn't expect to be cooking by himself or to ask the other couples to help him cook, which I can understand that. Because get your ass in this kitchen and come stir up something. Go put some sugar in this Kool-Aid container and go stir that shit up. Okay? Because, man, we got to cook for 14 people. Okay? Listen, I want y'all to know, turn your volume down when you listen to this review. Because I've been loud. Okay? Ma'am, you could have at least helped him. You could have cut some stuff. You could have grated some cheese. Baby, you could have took some stuff out the pack. Something. But you keep saying something is wrong, but then your ass is outside in the heat when you had heat exhaustion. Kiki, make it make sense. Drink some water, okay? And help this man in the kitchen. Because I feel like this where everything stemmed from anyway. He was already pissed off at you because you was drinking and acting the damn fool from the night before. But sir, this lady, she's a grown woman. You let her do whatever the hell she want. Okay? And so she was like, well, why would you ask me if I'm dependable? Because it's stuff like this. He want to know if he can depend on you, ma'am. He's not asking you to fully cook. He's asking you to help. This allows y'all to talk. This allows y'all to get to know each other on a better level. This allows more physical intimacy, more emotional intimacy when you guys are helping each other out in the kitchen. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway, everybody get to the table and start eating. Brandon thanks everybody for helping him cook. And he asks everyone how's the process going. Everybody says how the process is going. Then Jared messy ass come with this game asking, would you be with your partner or something after this experience is over? Okay, bottom line is we got 4 no's and no, was it 3 or 4 no's and the rest? Yeah, 3 no's, huh? It had to be 3 because it's 8 couples. 3 no's, 5 yeses. Anyway, so Brandon was like, okay, I'm out. I'm going to the kitchen. And not only that, you didn't even go to help him in the kitchen to clean up, Kiki. Like, you didn't even go into the kitchen. But I guess because she saw Brandon's answer, she decided, I'm not going to help you clean up. You don't like me. And it was 4 and 4 because one had a question mark, so it was a question mark, undecided, held to the no, and I think F no or something, and 3 yeses. So Kiki said her feelings was hurt by his answer, but I want you to know you first said that you wrote the question mark. And I guess because he's been questioning you and all of these things, that's why he wrote the question mark. But then when you see him write no, you feel away. I don't know. I don't know what to say, Miss Kiki. I don't know, girl. So she goes to talk to him. She was like, I know you wrote no. He was like, how you know? First of all, why are you trying to play in this lady's face? This lady said she saw you write no. Your punk ass wrote no. Sorry. Okay, he tells her, he deflects and says, I'm tired. I would give you that, Brandon. I would give you that because you had to cook and you had to clean up, and I feel like that was messed up. He did not have to do that by himself, but Kiki, you had him to do it by yourself, girl. This, you know what this is. It's not because he's making you. It's a part of the experience to be able to have that conversation with your partner, cook and clean together. Anyway, he said, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about this in the morning, so I'm going to bed because I'm tired. But you wasn't that tired because you got your raggedy ass up and went back downstairs. Okay? So she said, she said, I don't like to be ignored because that make me feel abandoned. And I understand Kiki on that level. But Kiki, you're going to have to learn how to deal with, ultimately deal with your abandonment issues. Because it does, the ignoring or feeling like someone is ignoring you or feeling like they're not responding to you in a way they probably should, it may trigger your abandonment issues over here. And so you have to figure out how to not be triggered. What is the root cause of you being triggered? What's triggering your abandonment issues? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to make that noise. So, and I could be wrong in my assessment, but that's just what I feel. So, everybody sitting at the table, Kiki go down to the table, and it was like, well, they was already having a conversation about Kiki being outside while Brandon was cooking or whatever. And so she walked in and said, I don't want to interrupt y'all. I'm sure she heard them talking, and then which prompted her to go sit down in the dining room to go talk to them. And so they were like, well, we was just talking about you. And then Brandon all of a sudden come downstairs. I thought you was tired. I thought you were tired. You said, I am tired. I am going to bed. You're not that damn tired. So, he wants her to stop drinking. Basically, ultimately, he says, if you don't care about your drinking, I'm not going to care. I'm checked out. I'm out. I'm going to bed. And it was like, you did your damnness to, I feel like that conversation could have been private, but you did your damnness to embarrass her because you were pissed off at her. Rather than having a conversation with her in private, like she asked you to, you took your black ass, you brought your black ass down here, had a conversation in the midst of all of these people, that a conversation you didn't want to have. You wanted to wait till tomorrow, but you came down here and showed your ass out in front of these people. I'm sorry, y'all. Whoo, child, these niggas pissed me off. Listen, the City Boys are down by 50 points, okay? I hope y'all enjoy this review, because they aggravated me, okay? If I'm yelling too much, please do not like my video, but just turn it down, because, you know, anyway, Brittany and Ty gets their massage, and she said, I want him to be the alpha male, and so he can take charge and he can let her be submissive. And she says, I was like, girl, what? Like, first of all, let me say this. I love equal partnership. There's a lot of stuff I just can't sign up for, but I'm okay with equal partnership. I'm not okay with gender roles. I'm okay with everybody pitching in. Everybody has learned life experiences, like how to cook, how to do this, and you know when to do things, and like, oh, okay, whatever, you want to do, okay, you just know. Sometimes we just know cues. Men and women, we just know cues, and you just be like, okay. I think it's just all about learning your partner, and as much as you want to submit to him, if your guys are gonna throw submission in this, he needs to submit to you in some ways too. And if he wants to be the alpha male, then you need to be an alpha female. Cause ain't no way. Some of these people can't lead y'all to drink a cup of water, drink some water from a damn water fountain, and y'all want them to lead y'all life. This is insane to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I told y'all the way I think. Y'all will never think. You would never think. You would think that I am but I'm not. Okay. You would think that I just hate men, and I do not. I love y'all. Okay, I love men. I just sometimes some things just irks my soul. And again, I'm gonna say this in this video, husband, listen. If you're watching this video, you know me. Okay, we can talk about this later. I'm just playing. I'm sorry, y'all. These N-words getting on my nerves, y'all, I swear. Anyway, what were we back on? Brittany says that Ty is always joking. Like, sir, he never have a serious moment, and that would irk me. And you want him to be the alpha male, and he can't even be serious, ma'am. So, what's her name? Talks to Kiki, and she says that Kiki was like, well, I know I can be in my feelings, but I'm clearly not wrong this time. So Ty tells her that her feelings are valid, and she said that he's harping on an issue that she don't really have. And she did say after her mom passed, she said that she did kind of turn to the bottle. She also says that all she hear from Brandon is you're drinking. And she says that she feels alone. And I promise you, the way Tatiana cried with her in that moment, she was like, I don't want to keep you from your man. And it was just the empathy that she showed in that moment that I really was here for. And I do think Kiki has some things going on. And maybe there are people who smoke to, and I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying there are people who smoke to kind of, ease the pain. There are people who drink that ease the pain. Hey, there are people who have sex to ease the pain. But ultimately, we know that pain doesn't go away after everything is all said and done. After you are sober and after you have bust what you needed to bust, that pain is still going to be there. So I hope for Kiki's sake. I really like Kiki. I really like Tatiana. I hope for Tatiana, and I like Brittany too. I'm not saying I just like all the other people. I'm just saying I like them. I just hope for Kiki's sake that she's actually seeking therapy. And I really, y'all, I know I say this a lot about therapy. Shout out to my therapist, because, your girl was a wreck, but not anymore. Anyway, shout out. Oh, so what I realized with Mr. Brandon, ultimately he's mad. I feel like you're mad because she was drinking, and then what blew it up even more is that she didn't help you cook or she didn't help you clean, and it's all, coming together. It's like it's just steamrolling. It's rolling into this big old ball. So the men are outside throwing the ball. Brandon, Jared, and Chris. And so they talk about you remember the game, that Jared messy ass came up with. And Jared said he put F no, and no, Brandon said he put no. Kiki already confronted him. Jared said he wrote F no, and at the end of the day, all he want to do is smash. All he want to do is sleep with Charlie. He doesn't want Charlie. He doesn't want anything for Charlie. He wants to tell her what he want to hear. This is that pissed me off. The ones that come on to women acting like the nice guy, when in reality, you niggas ain't nice. You're just nice enough to get whatever you need. Somebody gonna whoop y'all ass playing with them like that. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about my language. They just pissed me off. Okay? So Chris said he wrote hell to the no. And they said somebody else put no, but they think it was Irvin. And while this is happening, Irvin is in the bed with Alicia, looking uninterested while she's talking. So then, get back to Jared. Jared said, I'm saying Jared ain't shit. He lied and said he wrote yes. So, okay, he goes back in the house. They talk about the card game or whatever. Charlie was like, he thought Charlie wrote, I'm undecided. And she was like, no, I wrote hell yes. Or hell, he either thought she wrote hell no. And she was like, no, I wrote hell yes. Now, you see this lady is all the way in. But not only is she all the way in, she's all the way in because you keep baiting her in and you keep lying to her, making her feel like you are all in with her. And so she was like, well, what did you write? He was like, I wrote yes. And then meanwhile, what makes the other as bad as y'all hearing all of this. But because you can't spill out his tea, because he won't spill out y'all tea, because y'all niggas wrote no too. This shit child. So then he says, I'm just gonna continue to be with Charlie until he's, continue to be a gentleman until he's Charlie in that boom boom room. So apparently they gonna go do the nasty in the boom boom room next week. These men are trash. Fuck. This what the episode is, and I'm gonna see y'all next week because I might be cussing again. I was doing fine. I was doing just fine until I watched this raggedy ass episode. But you know what? I'm gonna go calm down and I'm gonna relax and make sure y'all liking up all of my videos. Please, let's get the algorithms up. I'm sorry again about the colorful language. Oh. But I hope to see y'all in the next video, and I think I'm gonna really rest because again, I keep telling you I have other things going on besides YouTube and work, and I have other things that I'm venturing in that I will let y'all know soon. Well, soon I hope, but I'm working on those things. So I will let y'all know the other things that I am working on outside of YouTube, well, which is good for me. And yeah. So anyway, I will catch y'all in the next video. It may be Sunday. Don't know if Housewives is actually coming on because it's Easter Sunday. I don't know, but I don't know. If not, and tomorrow, I promise, I will try to bring y'all the last episode of Being Mary Jane. And also, if y'all have any ideas of any throwback episodes, just drop it in the comments and let me know. Drop tonight's episode in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Y'all can let me know, even if I'm being too colorful in my language and I need to tone it down. I got y'all. Just interact with me. Again, apology. I've apologized in the beginning, but they pissed me off because that's not okay. I don't like this. Like, these shows are beginning to be trash. Anyway, this review is beginning to be too long, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.